Sorry, this has just turned into me being sappy, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey guys, it's Adam. I hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome to Do You Watch Anime, a show where I sit down with a guest every week and ask them, do you watch anime? And we go from there. And today joining me is actor and voice actor in such anime as Kaiju number 8 and Honey Lemon Soda, Dustin Parsons. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. So, do you watch anime?
Not as much as I'd like to, but yeah.
So what was your first, like, oh my God, there's a hair on my mic. What was your first, like, introduction into, like, anime in general?
I think it was in middle school. A buddy like showed me clips of Death Note, and then eventually I went home and I watched it all on my own, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
Damn.
Oh no, actually before that, when I was like just at the babysitter's as a wee lad watching Naruto and Dragon Ball, never in completion, never in like complete succession, but like, oh yeah, that's sick. So that was probably my first impression.
Yeah.
And,
oh my God.
And yeah, I mean the Saturday morning cartoons, there's no better way.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So what was it about Death Note that you were like, that middle school you was like, hell yeah?
That's not a good combo.
No.
I think it was because I knew anime was like, fighty boy. No real like substance, but like we're gonna attack each other, and that's gonna be the episode. Going from that to Death Note, and it's like, oh wow, this is insanely psychological, and there's so much tactic involved. It really made me, I guess, look at it differently. So I started picking up more and more after that. And then eventually I said, you know what, I can move to Texas and start trying to throw my hat in the dubbing industry. And so here I am.
Hell yeah. Oh my God. So what are some of your favorite anime?
Number one to the date has to be Attack on Titan.
Okay.
It's still my number one ever since I saw the finale. I'm not sure anything's going to take that from me. It's just such a great show about honoring, like not honoring history, but remembering our history, or else it will be repeated. A good message to scream from the rooftops today.
Yep.
I think I can't say it anymore, but like the first like season and a half of One Punch was great.
Yeah.
It's really disappointing watching season 3 and seeing the still shots of a property that's so beloved and so like it keeps the main character away long enough for story to happen, and then as soon as he gets there, it's like, oh, problem solved.
Yeah.
I trying to think of something not so mainstream, so I don't look as basic as I am.
No.
But that's fine.
Yeah. We don't judge here. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Now that I see it on your back wall, I do. Yeah. I am a lover of One Piece. I stopped halfway through, so I was at episode like 500 something, and then my partner, Kayla Temshiv, who is also a fantastic voice actor, said, I guess it looks good. And I'm like, I guess. And then we started at the beginning. So now I'm gonna watch 1,500 episodes of One Piece by the end of it.
I guess it looks good.
I guess it looks good. No, strap in.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. My partner, we watched the live action One Piece. Cause I was like, listen, please, can we watch it? And she's like, it's too long. And I was like, I hate you. So we started with the live action, and she's like, okay, we can pick up like where we left off. And I was like, we got him.
That's
we got
huge.
One. Yeah.
We got him.
Yeah.
We're going to have a revolution, baby. We're going to make it happen.
Yep. And then we picked up Alabasta, and then like it had been like, oh my God, like 10 years since I'd seen Alabasta. And so I was like, oh, and Ace comes up, and I was like, oh no, Alabasta Ace looks like a fish.
He really did.
Yeah. And my partner was like, people simp over him. I was like, just wait 700 episodes.
They get better. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Let him cook.
Yeah, like he may look like a freckled fish right now, but I promise he gets better. I promise.
Hey, we take what we can get.
Yeah,
a fish
exactly.
is a fish.
Yeah, exactly. So what was it? I always like asking this question about One Piece. What is it about One Piece that makes you keep watching for so
So I'm not all the way through, but the thing that keeps me going and the thing that makes me go back to show my partner this 500 episodes of great television I've already watched, I would say is probably just how headstrong Luffy is about being good, and how like there are people in his crew that I think are fantastic and talented in their own right and very, very powerful people. But at the end of the day, it's whatever Luffy wants, because he not only has the power to do it, but he is strong of heart. And I think that is something that I personally am trying to work on is my own willpower and my own sense of self that is so disconnected from who I think I am versus who I really am. I love every bit of who Luffy is. When I first started watching, I'm like, oh, I'm a big Sanji guy. I love him. My second watch, I'm like, oh man, it's Luffy. He's really just the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I grew up with the show. So I unfortunately saw the 4Kids dub first. Because I'm older than Sin. I would get the like Shonen Jump monthlies from the grocery store, and at first I was like, oh my god, Yugi's on the cover, it's all Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, what is this ninja shit and pirates, and like why is only Yugi like this much of the book? And then I was like, pirates, I love Pirates of the Caribbean, I love, I was like 7. I was like, oh my god, there's
Disney
blood.
roped us in, they did it.
Yep. I was like, there's blood, this is so cool. And then I'm pretty sure Canada got it last, like you guys got it first and then we got it. And so like there would be like promos being like, One Piece is coming, and I was like, oh my god. And then it was the first time I ever went, this isn't like the manga. I was like 8 years old, 10 years old, like, oh, this isn't like it at all. Why is
I've seen clips. I've not fully watched the old dub, but oh, God bless you.
They did the
whatever you believe in.
Yeah, the actors did the best they could with what they had.
Maybe.
Yeah. I still viscerally remember the intro, and I was like, oh my god, the One Piece rap, that's so much fun. And like it's still a banger. I'm not gonna lie, it's still a banger.
The content is still there.
Yeah, exactly. But I specifically remember seeing Sanji for the first time and him sucking on a lollipop and not a cigarette, and I'm like, what is this? What are we doing? And then he opened his mouth and he's like,
we kill people in this show. He can smoke tobacco.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine.
Literally. Like, what is happening?
Where's the line drawn?
Yeah. Oh my God. And like, rewatching it, like with the newer dub, I fell more in love. Nico Robin's my favorite character ever.
Love.
And even if it comes up on my TikTok, the I Want to Live scene will make me cry. I will have to skip it every time it comes up on my TikTok or Instagram, whatever, because I'm like, I don't want to cry, no thank you.
We just watched that last week, and oh my god, because I've seen it before, so I didn't have to watch it. Watching my partner watch it is a gift. Holy shit. What a I'm sorry, can I curse?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
But seeing the tears start to form and then seeing them fall in love with the show is that's the best part of rewatch.
Oh yeah. My anything Laboon, my partner is like, I want it. Like, I love Laboon. I was like, he does not come back. I like.
It's okay.
Yeah. Like,
we'll go on Etsy. We'll find something.
Yeah, we'll find something. Yeah. Anything Laboon. I'm like, look, and she's like, ah. And I was like, you picked the worst character to get attached to.
Everybody else comes back.
Yeah,
I swear.
Yeah. Everyone. Oh my god. So, what's a show besides Attack on Titan that you could watch over and over and over again and not get sick of?
I can't say it because I'm not done with it. But the thing that really like inspired me to like, I could do this.
Yeah.
Not saying that. Not saying like, oh, they make it look easy.
Yeah.
But like, I really fell in love with My Hero in college.
Hell yeah.
And I like started really getting into anime in college because that was the place where like I felt really cool in high school and I had to be with the cool crowd. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go be cool at a theater conservatory. And I'm like, that makes sense. So. And that didn't happen. So I got there and then I started really embracing, self. And I started playing more D&D, watching more anime, and just being the nerd that I was destined to be.
Yeah.
And I ran like a My Hero like 4-shot with a couple of my acting buddies.
Oh my god.
Where like they picked their quirks out of
Hell
a hat.
Yeah.
So they don't even get to like, and then we homebrewed how it works and stuff like that. I thought it was so much fun. Really made me fall in love with like the My Hero universe of it all. And I would say My Hero because I have watched what I have watched like 3 times by now, even though I haven't hit the last season yet just because I'm a busy little bee.
Yeah.
And I need to. But everyone's also like, you need to watch Free Ren. You need to watch the shows that I'm in. And I'm like, I'm getting there. I swear, I promise. Yeah. There's a lot of One Piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's my favorite anime ever. Like ever.
Damn.
Bar none. I finished college and I was like, superheroes and anime? Sign me up. I was like depressed at the time, so I was like, I need something to keep me going. And then I finished. I think the first 2 seasons were out, or I think the first season had finished and the second season was airing. And I finished the first season and I was like, I don't have depression anymore. This is my favorite. I love it. Ever since. And then when the manga ended, I was like, tears. And then when the anime ended, I was like, tears. What am I going to do with my life?
Back to depressed. Oh my god. Yeah. I guess I'll start taking this Lexapro again.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Oh my god. So
sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I had a thought and now it's gone. So I felt bad for interrupting.
No. No, that's the story of my life. It's usually once an interview, I'm like, I had a question and now it's gone.
It's back.
Yeah.
It's back. It made its way back.
Okay.
I feel like growing up reading DC comics was a big reason of why like the superhero like of it all really made sense for me in terms of My Hero, where like DC it's pretty dark, but like there is a league. There is a sanction of heroes. A little bit more like the One Punch universe where there's like a council of the top ranked. But it really just hit me good when their villains were written so well, because that's what I got into DC for, as I started reading the Arkham series and how like the villains are so fleshed out and I can not relate to them, but I can understand like why they are the way that they are. And I feel like that was so strong with Shigaraki and for so many of the other like one-off villains that we get to see. Is when your villains are written well, it makes the whole story more cohesive. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't super hit the mark on in anime. It's like, I'm the evil guy because I'm evil. Yeah. And I'm like, great, let's beat him up. But My Hero, I almost love some of the villains more than I love like the people in Class 1A. Like it's nutty. God, I still need to finish it. God damn it.
Yeah. When Twice was first introduced, I was like, I love you. Like, even like the whole villain academia storyline, I was like, oh,
yes,
so good.
my
Like,
fucking heart.
oh, and I think the time where I was like, okay, these villains are written so well was like because at first Shigaraki is like, yeah, weird, and oh my,
League of Villains.
yeah,
Like,
literally,
just-
it's like, okay, calm down. And then I didn't notice it until Stain came in. When Stain
Yes.
came in, I was like, oh, this is different. This
Yes.
is insanity to a T. Like,
Mhm.
oh my god. Oh,
Dang, I didn't realize how much of a hook Stain was for me.
yeah.
But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And like just his like design as well. Oh, oh my god. The harsh lines and everything. Oh my god.
It's so punky.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
God, we need more.
Yeah.
No, we got Vigilantes.
Yeah.
And that's season 2 is really good. You should really watch Kayla's great in it. I just want to hype them up.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When I watched the first episode, I texted them. I was like, this was so good. And they're like, I did.
I know they did too.
Yeah.
I know that's what they did.
Yep. But yeah,
every time they go into the studio to do anything, they always like show me the playback, and they're like, "Did I do good?" And I'm like, "What are you asking me for? You're killing it!"
Yeah.
Like, yes,
yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, it's and like you said, Vigilantes is fantastic, and like even the little bits of Stain, maybe, who knows, no spoilers, but the little bits of other heroes and villains we get, oof, oh my god. Oh, and the way it's animated too is just so cool.
Yes,
compared to the main series. The kapows and everything, I'm like,
it's a comic book again.
Yeah.
It feels really like nostalgic, even though I've never seen it. Like it's this is the first time I'm seeing it. It feels like I'm back in reading those DC comic books.
Yeah, straight up. And like, I just love that they call Knuckle Duster an old man, and he's like not that old. It's not.
I love that trope though, because I have a group of friends where it's like me and another dude, and we're like relatively the same age, maybe a year off, and the other dude's like 5 years older than us, and we're like, God dang, you need a walker, old man. And it's just it's so out of love.
Yeah.
But I feel that same sort of relationship with them.
Yeah.
I feel it's based off us. Yeah, we won't take credit, but
oh my god.
Whatever.
So what's an anime that when you recommend it to people, you have to go, I swear it's good?
Kayla already talked about Kaiju on their episode on here.
Yeah.
So I won't bring that up. Actually, I will say Omnio Titan. It is a show that Kayla's in, so I am hyping them up. But it's just a one season.
Yep.
It starts out and it feels like, every other isekai, but it really by the mid season, you see that they have really built a world and a plot that you did not see coming. And I like to think that I can predict most things that come my way. I've seen the formulas and I've watched enough to know, but it was so good of a rug pull.
Yeah.
And the animation for the fights is so clean.
Oh.
It's really one of those that I watched it because my partner's in it, but I kept watching it because it was so good.
Yeah.
It's one of those that I think more people should watch.
Oh yeah. So good. And like I said, I didn't say anything. I started watching it because Ethan's in it, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, look,
Kills.
another red-haired main character who screams a lot. Look at you. And it just
typecasted by
yeah,
this point.
yeah. And it just hooked me from episode 1, like straight up. Like it's just so good. And like again, I was like, I don't know what to say about it. I'm like, at first I was like, what is it? What is happening right now?
Yes.
There is so much happening that I'm like, what? And then eventually it hit it, like, again, like you said, halfway through, I'm like, ooh, this is really good.
They really had to take their time with it. And I'm so glad that they did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that it wasn't an immediate thing that we know by episode 2. I really liked sitting and being like, oh, I know where they're going. I know. Oh, and like I had to check yourself, Dustin.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah. 100%. And I love anime like that like surprise you. Cause again,
yes,
I'm the same way where I'm like, okay, it's going to be like this. And then it's like that. And I'm like, okay, all right, here we go again. Or it's like every most romance anime, they're going to have a communication issue. And I'm like, stop. This could be easily
just talk
fixed.
to each other.
Yes. Just talk to each other. But like one that really surprised me was Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. That one, I was like, okay, it's going to go this way. And then it goes that way. And I'm like, what the like through the whole series, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen at all. Like
that was one that I watched in the background of Kayla.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started picking it up and I started watching. I'm like, oh, because in the clips that I saw, I'm like, this is, I know how this show goes. I'll go back and watch it. And then I watch it and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
my heart hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
don't think it should be doing that.
No. And I think that like the kind of creative fluidity you can have with something like puberty syndrome, that you can make it anything. I'm like, oh, you could go so many different ways with this. Genius. Like oh, so good. So you pop into Kaiju number 8, season 2.
I do.
So how cool was that popping into a franchise that big?
Yeah. I am admittedly a new actor on the scene. I've been at Crunchy for less than a year. Shawn was the one that brought me in originally. So much love to him. I didn't think I was going to get pulled for Kaiju. And then he pulled me in for an episode of Walla, and I did that. And then he pulled me in again, and I got this little bit part at the beginning of one of the episodes. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, nobody's going to be like, oh, you remember that one dude who was the operations manager at the emergency contact firm? But I will. And I'll be like, that. It was just, it's something I can hang my hat on, but it's also like being a part of something where like a lot of my friends are in it as big prominent roles. And I'm like, I was there too. And it's something that I feel like years and years down the road, I'm still going to be like, damn, that was still really cool. And I'm real happy for everything that I'm given in that regard, no matter how big the property is. But I really loved that I got that. It really surprised me.
Mm-hmm. So, sorry, we love Shawn here. We love Shawn. How is it getting to work with him?
Oh, let me tell you. No,
he's a piece of shit. No,
seriously, the best notes I've ever been given in a recording session ever, or in a rehearsal ever, in a film ever. Like he knows what he wants, but he uses the right vocabulary for you. Like getting to do these Walla sessions, and like when afterwards we're done doing like the stuff and he's just doing the bits, he talks to everybody in their own language. And I think that's a really impressive part on his end of things, where there's a lot of actors at Crunchy, and to know how to get a reaction out of somebody differently out of these hundreds of actors is super impressive. I think he's also one of those guys where like I want to be super professional around him. And I want to show him that like I'm here to work, but at the end of the day, as soon as like I get in the room, he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he like gives me a hug and stuff, and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, let's get to work." And I'm he keeps me on my toes in that aspect, and I think that's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping it light, I think, is something that I need to work on. But he's, like I said, one of the greats in my head.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God! So, was it Honey Lemon Soda? Was that the first?
That was my debut.
Okay, yeah.
I was some schoolboys.
Yeah,
what I was destined to be.
How did that come to be?
It was in December of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla and I both took a master class with Shawn Gann and Jose, one of the ADR engineers at Crunchy, and we ended up doing this like 3-day class. We came back week after week after week, and on the last session, Kayla is already at Crunchyroll at this point. They've kind of been where I'm at this point, where they've gone in for Walla and they've gone in for bits.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing big yet, but we're both like still wanting to learn more. We're still wanting to learn more, even to this day. Always learning. But I asked at the end of the third lesson, I said, "Hey, I am not yet at Crunchyroll. That is my goal at the end of the day. Is there anything you think that personally I can improve on to have a better running next time?" And he just puts his hand on my shoulder, which I'm like, whoa, like, wasn't expecting. And then he says, "Hey, I know this is kind of a networking thing for you too. You're going to be fine." And didn't really give me any advice other than you're going to be okay. And it made me feel confidence that I hadn't felt in quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "All right, I guess I'm going to be okay." And then 2 months later, he calls me in for that. And walking into the studio and seeing like people that I have known since childhood as voices in my ears, and going into the studio, seeing him, getting a big old hug. And he, at the end of the session, told everybody, "This is his first session, everybody clap." And they all did. And I'm like, "Shut up, you sap. Just let me be a professional." And it was surreal. Mm-hmm. And it still is.
Yeah.
I'm still like, I'm going in today and it's going to feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's going to, I thank that man for everything I got.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love that man so much.
He's so sweet.
Oh my God. He came to the panel and, I walked up and like everyone's like, "Shawn, why are you here?" Blah blah blah. I don't know why they were like, "Oh."
It was a bunch of munchkins.
Yeah. Well, it's Rochelle and Rebecca, so like they're short.
Perfect.
Yeah. But and he just like looks at me and goes, "This guy," and I was like, "It's fine. This is fine." Oh God. So what kind of skills have you picked up since starting at Crunchyroll?
Reading is a big
yeah, no.
No, but seriously.
Yeah.
I have attention deficit and dyslexia, and reading quickly in cold reading is tough for me. And so when I go in and I have to do like a paragraph of text just off rip, it's tough to line myself up with the flaps, with the text. And it's what everybody says, ADR is a skill. And I know that I have not been ready for some bigger material because ADR needs to be honed first. I have the acting. That's fine. I went to school for that. Reading is tough. I think knowing the character on first impression is huge as well. The people who can see a character and read just a few lines and be like, "Oh, I know how this person sounds in my head." That's a big thing because you don't know who you're going for when you step into the booth. So I think those two things are the things that I've been trying to hone the most. I know my first year, I'm telling myself it's same thing I told myself in college. I'm breaking down my old skills and building up new to take up that memory in my head. and learning how to work through ADR is the biggest thing. Because if I can't read the text, then the acting part doesn't even matter. That's my biggest piece.
Hi, I'm Steve Yurko.
And I'm Tara Sands. Now available from Maji Media is our new podcast, 4Kids Flashback. 4Kids is the company who brought you the English dub of Pokemon in the late 90s and so many other shows like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Shaman King, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Kirby, the infamous One Piece dub, and so many more.
We'll be talking to the people who worked at 4Kids. Actors, directors, writers, editors, producers, engineers, you get the point. And hopefully get the answers to questions both you and I have about the company.
I actually worked there as a voice actor on some of the shows.
And I was a kid watching the shows and remember way more than Tara does.
And thank God for that. Steve is actually a professional storyboard artist, which gives some really unique insights into anime and animation. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts. That's the number 4 Kids Flashback.
Hey guys, welcome to the Patreon portion of today's episode. And if you want to join the Patreon, there are a few different tiers, like shoutouts on the episodes, as well as exclusive videos and behind-the-scenes content, and so much more, and even the episode a day early. Thank you to Gio, Keith, Blythe, Bunny, Mikey, Sheba, and Brooke. And if you want to join the Patreon or find out more, the link will be down below. And yeah, back to the episode. Yeah. So, how did you originally get into acting in general?
Way too early. My father wanted me to do every sport imaginable. I played it all: soccer, basketball, hockey. My cousins play horse polo in Chile, so like that was probably going to be next on the list.
Yeah.
But my mother said, there's a children's theater, not like adults doing things for children, but children putting on theater, and I was the Mad Hatter, which is super fitting.
Yeah.
And I had a great time. I stuck with it. I kept doing it through middle school, high school, and I said, maybe I can make a career out of this. Got into a good school. I said, if I'm not getting into a good school, I'm going to be a lawyer. Sorry, Dad. And so I went.
Oh my God.
Went
Acting,
to a
lawyer, you know.
Yeah, one parent's going to be disappointing. You know, it's going to be fine. So I went to CCM for acting, and then it was time to decide. We go in New York, we go in Chicago, we go in LA, and then I said, I'm broke, so maybe Texas. I don't know. We can make it work.
Yeah.
And I'm very fortunate because this is where my partner Kayla, we met in college, and they're from here. So we had some predetermined roots in the area, and so it's just been the first couple years of laying down my roots and then getting into the little facets of like theater and improv and voiceover, and it's all been really nice. But that wasn't your question at all. It was, where did I start?
No,
and I got to the end.
No, that's
interview over.
Yeah,
thank you
done.
so much.
Thank you so much. So what was the pull to do voice acting?
I knew from a young age, like I said, like the Sunday morning cartoons, that I wanted to do cartoon and animation for quite some time. I never thought that anime was going to be the main goal.
Yeah.
But I always knew like I wanted to do wacky voices. Like I grew up doing like weird sound effects with my action figures all the time, making I was a little noisemaker. And then I started getting into D&D, and I started playing with voice as a dungeon master.
Yeah.
And then I realized in college, I'm like, I want to do voice. That is what I want to do primarily. I'll still dip my toe into theater. I touch films sometimes, but voiceover is absolutely what I love. If I couldn't do that, I'm not sure how long I'd be on this earth. It's that thing that I just it makes me feel the most joy of anything. Even no matter like before Crunchy even,
Mm-hmm.
but when it was indie projects, when it was unpaid works, like it's so much fun to take myself out of it and play the character's physicality through voice. It's something that I think is the most unique experience I've had in the sense of controlling somebody else's body through my voice. It's
damn. All right, clip that. Holy shit, that was good. Damn. So going from the stage to the booth, what kind of skills did you take from there?
I mean, voice acting is acting,
Mm-hmm.
as acting is acting, as and I think the biggest thing to recognize is when I work with theater and I'm working through Stanislavski tactics, when I'm working through Meisner, that can still be applied in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
You just, one, reading, you got to get that down, Dustin. We got to work on that. But after that, it's still encapsulating the body.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm in the booth, I'm a little bit more physical than I should be. As long as my face is the same distance from the mic, I'm good.
Yeah.
Something that really helps me out is Alba breath work.
Okay.
And it's a breathing technique that allows your body to get set into anger, fear, happiness, joy. And it's just based off of a little breathing pattern that I write my like charts down of like, breathe this way if you have to feel this way. And it helps me set into that place without it feeling so generated.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a big, because you gotta, once you're in there, you gotta move at the speed of creativity and go.
Yeah.
So getting into that physicality is huge for me.
Mm-hmm. So what genre of anime do you want to be in more of?
I, in college,
Mm-hmm.
had a very excellent professor, D. Darcy Smith. I love you, sir. You're doing incredible work. I'm so upset that you installed a mocap studio after I left, but that's besides the point. And throughout my college experience, he did a lot of work with us in terms of physical vocal violence.
Mm-hmm.
Not physical vocal violence.
Yeah.
And the work in that, I really want to play with more shonens. Mm-hmm. I want to play with fighty boy animes.
Yeah.
One of my first auditions at Crunchy was Windbreaker season 2.
Yeah.
And no, Windbreaker season 1.
Wow.
And I didn't get it because I'm still so new.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time.
Yeah.
But I really want to play with just like the street fighty aspects. Magic would be cool, but I think just the physical, like fist to fist, sort of like raw, down and dirty, getting hit, like all of that stuff, I think would be so fun to play with in the booth. I've been able to play with some of it through my work at Webtoon and Storyco,
mm-hmm.
And that's been a lot of fun. I just know it would feel so much different at Crunchy. Yeah. I think shonen is something that I really want to dip my toe into just a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But I'm happy for anything.
Yeah. So what's been the hardest lesson you've learned since becoming a voice actor?
Reading is so hard. No, there we go. Rule of threes. It's done.
Yep.
One of the hardest things is you got to hurry up and wait. And it was one of the first things that I was told. I forget his name and I feel so bad for it, but I don't want to stop and Google something else during this interview. It's the guy who voiced Commander in Attack on Titan, My Soldier's Rage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. J. Michael Tatum.
Him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, him. And it was at some expo in the middle of the mall. And this was like when I just got signed at Crunchyroll. And I just went in for Honey Lemon. I haven't done much. And I'm still super, super fresh and new. I still am super fresh and new. But I ask him, I say, hey, I'm a new voice actor. I just wanted to know if you could tell yourself anything, what would you want to know, however many years back? And he says, you see all these characters that I have prints for? You see all these characters and these guys? Those were all given to me in the past 5 to 10 years. And I've been doing this for 25. So patience is a big thing. And I sometimes will have the little brain worm in my head of like, you're just going in for background stuff and you're doing Walla and da-da-da-da. You should get something bigger. You're a good actor. And I'm like, I know I'm a good actor, but I need to slow down and really take in what I'm given right now so I can do 5-10 years down the road these other roles that will be so much more influential to me. But I think slowing down, and I say it all the time, I just need to exist longer. I need to exist longer because someone said it the other day and I thought it was a great comparison to make. My buddy said that he was in a Walla session, and then a few weeks later he was in another Walla session. There was the same guy in it, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, good seeing you again. And we just saw each other the other week." And he's like, "Yeah, no clue who this guy is." And he just went along with it, and he just I'm not naming names.
Yeah.
But he sorry, Kayla just tried to call me. Stop. And he said, if that's how I feel about one Walla session a couple weeks ago, imagine how the directors feel after a week of auditions, of not auditions, of sessions, of going through week after week, seeing all these people. And it's easy to not get remembered, not because you're not memorable, but because that's a lot of people. And I really realized that I'm not memorable. I'm just not earning my dues, because I hate the way that sounds.
Yeah.
I just need to exist more, do more stuff outside of Crunchy, and things will come when the things are there for me. Right now, there's not a lot of stuff for me right now. This is the time for like Ethan, for Ben, for all those other great actors who've had years and years in this field, and right now I get to watch them play their best roles.
Yeah,
and that's the part that I need to live in more than I need to live in my own characters. And it's really, I feel like a couple years down the road I'm gonna miss this time. And it's like having a partner who is excelling far beyond what I have imagined their first 2-3 years into Crunchy.
Yeah,
is it's a gift to see the amount of success that they're getting. It's incredible. Yeah, I'm so incredibly proud. Sorry, this has just turned into me being sappy, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We it's all good. Oh,
we welcome it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. So, going into Walla a little bit. So, what's a show that you got to do Walla for that really caught your eye, that you were like, "Ooh, I may want to pick this up"?
It's a show that I've gone in for several times. Yep. So I've kind of watched the show through being in the show.
Yeah.
Toji Wants to Be a Common Writer.
Oh,
that might not be his name.
So good.
It might not be the first name, but wants to be a common writer.
Yep.
It's so good. It's so good because Common Writer is Power Rangers for adults.
Yeah.
And I grew up on the Power Rangers grind. Dino Thunder was my shit growing up. I had the video game on PS2 that was the best. and now seeing like the same nostalgia is kept in his head throughout all this time. And the animation is so clean. Oh my God, the voice cast is stacked. It's so incredible. The fights are so clean. It's and the music. Oh my God, the soundtrack is there. Like Gachiakuta is incredible as well.
Yeah.
But oh my God, that's a show where like I went in for a few sessions and I'm like, I'll watch the first episode to like get the vibe, see what the universe is like, and then I'm like, so I'm gonna watch the rest.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch the rest of it, just all of it right now. And then I did.
Yeah.
And it's so damn good.
So good. Like, oh my God. And like, because I read the premise and saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this is ridiculous. I love that. Yes. And then the voice cast got announced and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, we're doing this.
Yeah. I was like, damn, okay. I was like, holy, Patrick Seitz as the let's go.
I love him so much.
Oh, so good. So good. Yeah. And like, just that first episode where he's just literally crying as he's punching someone in the face. I was like, me too.
Hey, I feel that.
Yeah. I feel
God,
you.
and
yeah,
he's incredible in everything he does.
Yeah.
I was so happy that was him. I couldn't imagine it as anyone else.
No. Yeah, straight up.
Oh,
Just so good. Oh, and like it's about an adult. It's about a 40-year-old
man in his 40s.
Yeah.
It starts out and he's like, I just turned 40 today, and he's like sitting in a room alone, like with his little mask.
Yeah. Yep. I'm like, thank you.
Such a great story.
Yep. So good. So good. So if you could go back and have a conversation with yourself at the beginning of your either acting career or voice acting, what would you tell yourself?
I'll do both. I go back to that 8 to 10-year-old Dustin. I say, hey, you're exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think I would encourage myself to take everything a little bit less seriously and just play, because that's the stuff where true art happens, is when you stop trying so hard and you just start being. And that's where true art happens. I would go back to voiceover Dustin back in high school, college, and I would say, hey, so reading's hard, but you got this.
Yeah.
I would probably say something along the lines of, you're going to be proud of who you are, but that doesn't mean that who you are right now is not a voice actor. I told myself for a long time that, like, oh, I'm not professional. Oh, I'm not da-da-da-da for the longest time. Once you start, no matter what the payment is, it could be a Target gift card, but once you start getting paid for voiceover, you are a voice actor.
Yeah.
If you start doing indie projects for experience, you're a voice actor.
Yeah.
I think I was far too hard on myself for the amount that I was putting in. And I told myself that by the end of my 20s, I wanted to be this big, like I set my like 10-year goals down the line, and I'm like, just slow down.
Yeah.
It's okay. Voiceover is not everything. I tell myself all the time that, like, I need to be doing more theater. I need to be doing more improv. I need to be doing more film. I could do some film, but it's fine.
Why do you hate film?
It's just not my favorite. I think bringing all of it together and into perspective, because I told myself I'm going to be a full-time Crunchyroll voice actor, and I'm like, that exists maybe for 3 people.
Yeah,
and other than that, maybe pump the brakes. I really am starting to come into my own and realize just how okay it is to be where you are and to live in the space that you inhabit. Not only I'm about to go off and do something else, but it's okay to be where you are, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're on the right track.
Oh, I love that. So, you mentioned earlier you working with webtoons. How did that come to be?
Oh, I have a buddy who I met at one of the Crunchy meetups. His name is Nassim Bellacour. He is a fantastic voice actor. He's Piccolo and Daima. And he mentioned to me that he is a casting director for them.
Oh, wow.
And how he's picking that up and starting to... he narrows down like a list of 10, and then the creator of the show picks out of there. And he was telling me just how fun it is to do that stuff. And I'm like, wow, that sounds incredible. They dub those? So I just realized off of a whim that that's something that is available and out there and has a roster. And every time I hear about a roster, I apply and I send my stuff in, and I expect nothing, and I forget about it. Try to forget about it, and then it comes back or it doesn't. And with StoryCo, they had open auditions for a small period of time. Now I believe it's only through email through the roster, but there was a time when they had open auditions, and I sent out a few for them, and I got nothing back. I got an offer for a character. I declined it for I do not have as much melanin.
right,
as I believe that character needed.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up apologizing and saying like just how grateful they are that I was conscious about that. And they've picked me up for smaller bits in that show, and then bigger bits in another, and then bigger bits in another. And I'm just so happy that me saying no didn't jeopardize my chances to work. Because that's something I was super worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Is denying a role so they will think that I'm going to deny everything.
Yeah.
And I've been working with them ever since. I've worked on some really cool projects. There's stuff coming out in the works. I believe next month or March.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be really cool to post those announcements, because there are more Fighty Boy stuff that I'm in.
Yeah.
And I love the people that I work with over there. It's really incredible. And within 1 year, they're already so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a great way to like, I've realized I start using that as my screen time at night as opposed to like watching TV, because I feel like it's a better way for me to wind down.
Mm-hmm.
And I have friends that are in it, and they're all starting to pop off in their own ways, and it's so fantastic to be like, it's my friend in there. My friend's in there. And I think they're great. I can't wait to see where they are 10 years down the road, just after seeing the first.
Yeah, it was a couple months ago that I was like, they dub stuff?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so cool. But yeah, that's awesome. That's really, and that's kind of like a good thing that, you know, they didn't be like, oh, we said no, you know?
Yeah. I was really, because I'm new. I don't get a ton of like role offers. Yeah. And I thought like after the first audition, getting that was an incredible gift. And then I started looking into the character, and I started seeing more panels of him. I'm like, maybe it's a dark room. Maybe they're just, no. And I couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I know they are, they're located not in America. So mayhaps that's not as big of an issue over there, but in here where there is a large people of color population, I would not have felt right taking it, and it ended up going to Nassim, which I'm very happy
there
about.
You go. Yeah.
Because hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Get your check.
Hell yeah. So like at the start we talked about a little bit about Attack on Titan. What was it what was it about Attack on Titan that made it your favorite anime?
It hooked me in with like, oh yeah, transforming monsters, and then they're like flesh mechs, and then they like fight each other. That's so cool. And then season 4 came around, and we see how big the world is. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try and not spoil anything, for the hopes that I can inspire someone to watch it. Mm-hmm. But season 4 comes around, and we see how big the world is, and then we see Aaron's not shift. It's kind of a shift.
It is.
It's a shift. It's a shift. But he starts showing his true plan, and seeing how much he knows by the end of it, and seeing how far back the problems go. It's really a show about knowing your history and knowing just how hate can't be quenched with more hate. Mm-hmm. And death will only bring death. I think that the show could have ended in 2 seasons if the whole world communicated with one another.
Yeah.
And they all just sat at one big table and had a nice meal. But I think it really is just a show about knowing who we are as a people, and knowing that hatred is only going to breed more hatred.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I remember binging it. It was before season 4 even came out. It was during COVID at that point. And I was just binging through the first 3 seasons, and I was like, oh, this is insane. This is crazy. And then I kept saying like, I don't think we'll ever see that like popularity again.
Yeah.
Right. And then it's funny because I said that, and then Jujutsu, whoop, we're good. Apparently I got really excited, and then Jujutsu Kaisen comes
You're about
out.
the domain expansion.
Yeah, exactly. I go, and then
no,
Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah. And then that comes out, and then I'm like, holy hell. Like, it just keeps more and more anime keep hitting those heights that
yes,
Attack on Titan set. And like even going farther that, you know, again, I said, I was like, once this ends, that's we're not going to see another one for another
that's
10
all
years.
Anime right there. We don't need any more. We did the good anime. Move on.
Yeah, especially like how popular it got. Like I was like, we're never going to see that in my lifetime.
And then Toto came
in.
in.
Yeah, literally. And then we got Jujutsu Kaisen, we got the Demon Slayer, we got the, you know, I was like, holy hell. Like, how is this in pop culture? Like having it
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man, yeah.
Like
insanity.
That's the exciting part about being in this industry is never knowing what's tomorrow's anime.
Mm-hmm.
What's the big thing of tomorrow?
Yeah.
And I'm not upset that I'm not getting roles now because I know in 5-10 years down the line, there's still going to be great shows.
Mm-hmm. There's
still going to be the next Attack on Titan, My Hero, Jujutsu Kaisen. There's going to be that stuff years down the road.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much faith in this community and so much hope for it to keep growing at the rate at which it is. Because 10 years ago, anime, I got bullied a bit for it. And now, shame on you. It's peak.
Yeah, literally. And like, I have a friend who's now you're kicking stuff.
We're all gonna be fine. It's
fine.
Fine. We're doing a little.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, I have a friend who's a teacher, and if you don't read manga or watch anime, you're the weird kid. I'm like, what is
actually
happening?
Incredible.
I know.
Oh my god.
I know. I'm like, I got bullied because I friggin' watched Teen Titans when I was a teenager. Like,
the good one,
yeah,
too.
The good one, yeah. And so I was like, that's insane. Like, she'll come to me and be like, "Is this appropriate for my students?" And I'm like, "Put Tokyo Revengers away. Put it away." Whoever told you that was appropriate is wrong and was so wrong.
Yes. Oh God, no. Oh
no. Yeah, I was like, no, don't. And they're like, what about Windbreaker? And I was like, it has good messages, but like,
if you skip this episode, no.
Yeah, if you like take out like 3 books of manga, that's fine.
Just put those away.
Yeah,
lock them until they're 18.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's just insane seeing the shift of like popularity. It's crazy. And like even getting to see like even out and about, you're like, oh my God, anime shirt. Oh my God, anime shirt. Oh my God. I'm like, I thought I was making a statement. Like,
yeah. I will say moving to Texas has given me so much. I feel like Dallas in particular is a hub for anime.
Yeah.
Like I'm from Cincinnati and you couldn't go to the mall and see, like maybe you could see a single anime shop.
Yeah.
Within like a 50-mile radius of you. Coming down here, it's a community.
Yeah.
Like it has a strong base around it. I'm not going to burp, but I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I think that moving down here and seeing just how prevalent it is in some of these kids' lives where like they're growing up and they're like, yeah, you don't watch this anime? Well,
yeah.
I think it's just it's really beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. It also makes me jealous.
Yeah. That's like, what I was just about to say.
Yeah. I'm like, you didn't have to go through the trenches. You didn't have to watch Dragon Ball 5 parts with Spanish subtitles. Like,
hey, but that's how we learn Spanish.
Exactly. Oh my God.
I think the same is true today with D&D.
Yeah.
Like growing up playing that in middle school
Mhm.
and like having to do it in a dark basement where no one can see, no phones are out
Yep.
because none of us had a phone with a camera on it. And then
Yep.
you know, coming into college where I'm getting these people who were like really like cool kids. And they're like, "Hey, I've always wanted to play D&D," and I'm like, "No, you didn't get to deal with the pain that I felt.
You just like Critical Role."
Yeah. Go listen to Matthew Mercer. I know the old text witch. I was there when they were written.
Yeah.
It's just so great to see this pop of nerddom starting to really take over.
Yeah. Yeah.
We as a people are realizing who we are, and it's okay to like what we like.
Yeah, it's okay. Like, you don't have to like sports. I came from a small I came from a small Canadian town. So like it was either you played or watched hockey, or you were done. Like,
substitute that for football for me, and
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah.
Even though I did play hockey.
Yeah. I still can't skate.
What?
Yeah. Take away my Canadian citizenship.
That's actually insane.
Yeah.
I actually have to go for no reason in particular.
The last time I skated, it was me and my partner. She skated all her life. And so I'm like hobbling. I'm like trying my best to stay like on my feet, and this child comes up and goes with the little push things and goes, "You need this more than I do." And I'm like, well, this is it. I'm done. I mean, I used it, but
if it works, it works.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I'm not gonna fault the design.
Exactly. But I was like, God damn, that kid just roasted me.
That was one of the things that I felt more confident in getting into hockey. Is like, well, I'm a really good skate. I feel more confident on a pair of skates than I do my own feet.
Yeah.
Like I felt really good about that. But then the stick handling was tough.
Yeah.
So like I became a really good support type. I was a left winger.
Yeah.
And I was good at passing it to the people who knew how to shoot.
Right.
But I was fast and a small kid.
Oh my God. But yeah, it's just insane how far it's come, and it's so great to see, as much as I am jealous.
Yeah.
We had to travel 2 hours to get to a goddamn hot topic, okay?
You know how expensive D20s were back in the day?
Yeah.
No, actually no. I take that back. They're probably more expensive today.
Yeah, true.
Because, yeah.
The market.
Yeah. Supply and demand.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist.
I don't
but yeah.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Absolutely. It was honestly super unexpected. But I was really glad you came to the show back in December and we hit it off.
It was great. That slap was insane.
Shush. Yeah, really, thank you.
So where can the lovely people find you online?
I'm on Instagram as Dusty Parsons. I'm on Twitter, I think, as Dustin Parsons. I that's pretty much around where you're gonna find me. I don't post much, but when I do, it's always about what I'm up to and what I'm doing. I'm going to be we're producing an audio drama. It's where I got my roots in voiceover. I'm producing it with Kayla, who wrote the show. I'm designing the audio for it. It's going to be coming out on Valentine's Day of this year, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Something's amiss at Juniper's house. We got a lot of other crunchy talent on there too, because I'm doing a project. Let's rope my friends into it. And that's going to be great. Those are probably going to be the best places.
Yeah, heck yeah. All those links will be down below. And yeah, you can follow me at Corky Cosplays on Instagram, Adam Corky everywhere else. Subscribe to the Patreon. You get exclusive videos as well as the episodes a day early and behind the scenes content. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.